Imagine being visited by two radiant beings, brighter than the sun, who whisk you away to realms beyond Earth to witness the secrets of the universe and stand before the throne of the Almighty Himself. This is the extraordinary journey of Enoch, and it's a story you won't want to miss. Chapter 1, The Vision of the Messengers. On the first day of the month, as I lay resting in solitude, sleep overtook me. Suddenly, I was awakened by the presence of two extraordinary figures standing at the head of my bed. They were unlike anything I had ever seen, immense in stature, their faces shining like the sun, and their eyes burning like fire. From their lips came forth flames, and their robes shimmered like purple light, their wings brighter than gold, and their hands whiter than snow. These radiant beings called me by name, and though fear seized my heart, I rose and greeted them. They spoke with commanding voices, saying, "Have courage, Enoch, do not be afraid. The eternal God has sent us to bring you to Him. Prepare to ascend with us to heaven." Chapter 2, The Farewell. The messengers instructed me to call my sons, Muzel, Regem, and Gad. I told them everything that had been revealed to me, urging them to lead our household in righteousness. With heavy hearts, my sons bid me farewell as I followed the divine messengers. When I stepped outside, they lifted me upon their wings and bore me upward, into the unknown skies. Chapter 3, The First Heaven. Our journey began in the first heaven, where I saw a vast, shimmering sea that stretched beyond the earth's horizon. Here, I beheld the elders and rulers of the stellar orders, along with 200 angels who govern the stars. I was shown the storehouses of snow and dew, each guarded by angels who controlled their movements. The sight was overwhelming, yet awe-inspiring. Chapter 4, The Second Heaven. Ascending higher, we reached the second heaven, a realm of impenetrable darkness. There, I saw prisoners suspended in torment, awaiting the great and final judgment. These were the apostates, those who had rebelled against God and turned to their own ways. The angels here were dark and sorrowful, their weeping echoing through the void. The messengers explained, "These are the souls who disobeyed God's commands, following the path of rebellion." Chapter 5, The Paradise of the Third Heaven. Our ascent continued to the third heaven, where light and beauty replaced the darkness. I gazed upon paradise, a garden of unparalleled splendor. Sweet-smelling trees bore fruit of every kind, and in the midst stood the tree of life, its radiant form golden and vermilion, emanating a divine fragrance. 2 springs flowed here, one of honey and milk, the other of oil and wine, dividing into 4 rivers that nourished the earth. Angels sang endlessly, their voices filling the air with peace and joy. Chapter 6, The Judgment in the Fourth Heaven. The fourth heaven revealed the workings of the sun and moon, their paths measured and illuminated by angels. Here, I saw the fiery forces that sustain the cosmos and learned of the intricate balance maintained by celestial beings. The messengers unveiled the role of these lights, their cycles influencing life on earth in ways beyond comprehension. Chapter 7, The Fallen of the Fifth Heaven. In the fifth heaven, we encountered the Watchers, giant beings with withered faces and sorrowful expressions. These were the Gregori, angels who had abandoned their divine duties. They mourned for their rebellion, for they had descended to earth, taken wives, and corrupted humanity, bringing forth giants. They await judgment, the messengers said, for their deeds brought chaos to the world. Chapter 8, The Glories of the Sixth Heaven. The sixth heaven was filled with angels of radiant beauty, their faces brighter than the sun. These beings governed the natural world, ensuring the order of seasons, rivers, and harvests. They also recorded the deeds of humanity, inscribing every soul's actions before the Lord. The celestial music here was indescribable, a chorus of harmony and reverence. Chapter 9, The Seventh Heaven and Beyond. Finally, the messengers brought me to the seventh heaven, where I stood in the presence of fiery legions, archangels, and seraphim. Their glory was beyond words, and they served tirelessly before the throne of the Almighty. In the 10th heaven, I glimpsed the ineffable presence of the Lord Himself. His face was like molten iron, glowing with divine light, and His throne radiated indescribable beauty. Trembling, I fell to the ground, but the Lord's voice comforted me, saying, "Rise, Enoch, and stand before me for eternity." Chapter 10, The Transformation. At the Lord's command, the Archangel Michael anointed me with divine ointment, transforming me into a being of light. My earthly garments were replaced with robes of glory, and my appearance became like that of the heavenly beings. I stood among the glorious ones, filled with wonder and reverence, ready to serve the eternal God forever.